Okay, we're on Sotah, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Gimel, third Mishnah in the first chapter of Sotah. So we learned in the last Mishnah that if a woman is a Sotah, asura le'echol b'trumah, she is not allowed to eat trumah, and then unless she goes through the process of Sotah, and then once if she determines that she is innocent, that she is clean, then she can go back and eat trumah again. So the Mishnah says, but ve'elu asurot le'echol b'trumah. These are the following. There's a list of people that can't eat trumah. Let's look at the bar Terumah for a second. Le'olam, forever. Afilu ibat kohen. These people cannot ever eat trumah. Ve'ilu shav sotot, but as we just said, other sotot, einan asurot ela shishtu v'yimtzeu tehorot. They're asur, meaning once a woman has the status of a sotah, then she's asur to eat trumah. If her husband is a kohen, and the bar Terumah we said, okay, even if she's a bat kohen, try to make the light a little better, okay. Until they drink from the water and they are determined to be innocent. But these women, as we'll soon see, can never eat truma again. From their husband. But she says, I am temeah, meaning I did it. Okay? If she's asur, there's a halacha that if a woman is unfaithful to her husband, so the halacha says, we're in Perek Aleph Mishnah Gimel. She's asura the Baal, Va'asura, the Bo'el. She is prohibited to her husband, the Baal, and she's also prohibited the Bo'el, to her paramour, meaning she shouldn't just go and marry that guy. Why, that's terrible. The halacha prohibits such a thing. And that's something that people aren't necessarily aware of, that that's one of the prohibitions in the Torah. She's Asura l'Baal, Asura l'Ba'al. And therefore, if she says, Temeah nilach, then we say she's Asura l'Baal, she's prohibited to her husband, and therefore she can't eat Trumah. Second, Shabbat edim shehi tme'ah. Let's say we have witnesses that she actually, the witnesses, remember in Sotah, nobody saw anything. Because if we have witnesses that she defiled herself, that she committed adultery, then she's tme'ah, then you can't do anything about it, then she's asura l'Baal. And the bar Terumah says, based on the Gemara, afilu l'achar sheshateta v'lo badku hamayim. Let's say they went through the whole process, she denied I didn't do it, and her stomach didn't explode. And then witnesses come along and say, oh, but yeah, we saw her commit adultery. We actually saw her committing adultery. So you'll say, 1 second, she went through the whole Beit HaMikdash process. She must be innocent. No. Asura, Isur alone. We accept the witnesses over the Beit HaMikdash process. Why? That make any sense? Yes, it does. If there were witnesses, even if they didn't come forward, the water of the Mei Sotah doesn't check her. Doesn't work. We saw ve'ed ein ba. We saw that. Let's go back to the pasuk. It says, okay, v'nistara v'nitma ve'ed ein ba. There's no. We'll highlight that in blue. There are no witnesses. Meaning, if there are edim, that's exactly what the bar Terumah says. Eid ein ba. Deleka diyada ba. Shamayim badhu shamayim bodkim. If there's no one that knows, then the water works. The water checks. Aval ika diyada ba. But if there is someone who knows, if there are witnesses, if they're not around, they're overseas. The mayim, the water doesn't check her. So if she said, if there are witnesses who witnessed, she's asura, she can't do truma forever. If she says, I'm not drinking that stuff, I'm not going to do it. If she says, I'm not going to do it, she says, I'm innocent, but I'm not doing it. We don't force her to drink the water. She goes out, she's divorced, below ketubah. Okay? And she can't do truma. She gets divorced. Her husband decides, I don't want her to drink the Mei Sotah. Now she has halacha. He gave her kinui. She did stira. Now she's a Sotah. He says, no, I'm not taking her. Then she's yotzei. He has to divorce her. He has to divorce her, and he has to give her ketubah. Or, if her husband sleeps with her on the way, bar Terumah says based on the Gemara, shuv ein hamayim bodkinota. The water doesn't work anymore. Okay, meaning he's so jealous, and now he sleeps with her on the way. No way. Okay, so the mayim, the water doesn't work if he sleeps with her along the way and before they get to the Beit HaMikdash. Therefore, says the Mishnah, so what should he do? He has to take her to the Beit Din in his local place. And so he goes to his local Beit Din, and they give two Talmidei Chachamim to accompany him on the way to Yerushalayim, because we don't want him to be compassionate to her, and we're going to be together, and they're on the way, and she's like, I really love you, and then they live together, and then the whole thing falls apart. Rabbi Yehuda says, Ba'ala ne'eman aleha. Okay, the Ba'ala, her husband, is relied upon her, says the Bartanura. Really interesting. In Baal Ne'eman Alishto B'Isur Chamush Nida. It's not, like, think about it. Like, every month, a husband is prohibited to his wife, but we don't say they have to separate with two witnesses. So if the husband is Ne'eman, Lo Ye Ne'eman B'Isur Kal Shalav Greda. It's not Asur Nida is an Isur Karet. So, and the Isur of a woman who's Chashash Sotah is a lav. It's an Isur D'Oraita, but it's a lav. It's not Nida. So therefore, why do we need, he doesn't need Shomrim. If he can keep watch himself for something strict, then he can watch himself for something less. Tamar de Rabbanan, but the Rabbanan say, no, Mitoshi Isur Akal. He's got to that point, since it's less of an Isur, Takif Ale Yitzrei, then his Yotzer is stronger. Ein L'Chak Reb Yudah, and it makes sense that, he'd be compassionate, he'd feel bad, and they'd get back together, and she really loves him. And it's interesting how much Beit Din wanted or felt it was important to uphold the family structure in such a way. We didn't want that. We want her. The halacha is that you have to follow through and have the Sotah procedure, the Sotah ceremony. And we don't want the husband to forgive her and just forget. We need them to reestablish the relationship based on a relationship of trust and respect and understanding, and not one of, I just forget it, I don't want to know. Stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.